Africa's ruthless, barbarian tribes, when history had no brakes. Welcome back to Naked Truth Documentaries, the channel where history removes its suit, drops the microphone, and tells the truth with chest hair out. Today, we're rediving into Africa's most feared warrior society's tribes, ancient enemies politely called barbaric, because they didn't come with permission slips, tea breaks, or apology letters. Before we begin, smash that like button like a Zulu shield smash. Subscribe before the ancestors get angry, and buckle up, because African history does not whisper, it roars. First of all, who called them barbarians? Let's be clear. Barbarian is usually code for, these people are undefeated and we're scared. Africa didn't need castles to be powerful. It had strategy, discipline, warriors, iron weapons, spiritual belief systems, and zero patience for invaders. If you invaded Africa uninvited, congratulations, you just signed up for a free history lesson, taught with spears. The Zulu, short spears, big problems. Let's start with the Zulu, the people who turned war into a science experiment. Under Shaka Zulu, fighting wasn't chaos, it was choreography. He redesigned weapons, introduced brutal training, and created the famous buffalo horn formation, where enemies got surrounded faster than gossip in a village. British soldiers showed up with guns thinking, easy win. Zulu warriors showed up with shields thinking, let's test that theory. Result, one of the most shocking defeats in colonial history. Turns out, discipline beats arrogance. The Maasai tall, fearless, and not impressed. Next up, the Maasai tall, proud warriors who made bravery a lifestyle. These men weren't just fighters. They were walking intimidation posters. Jumping high, staring deep into your soul, carrying spears like fashion accessories. Maasai warriors defended land, cattle, and honor like their lives depended on it, because they did. They didn't build empires. They built reputations. Enemies didn't ask, can we fight the Maasai? They asked, is it worth dying today? The Dahomey Amazons. When war had no gender, if you think ancient African warfare was male-only, think again. Enter the Dahomey Amazon Zan, all-female elite fighting force from West Africa. These women were trained from childhood, fearless in battle, and loyal to the kingdom to the death. European soldiers were shocked. Wait. The women are attacking too. Yes, and winning. These warriors fought with discipline, guns, blades, and zero mercy. History didn't forget them. Hollywood just took too long to catch up. The Berbers, desert wolves of North Africa. The Berbers ruled deserts like oceans, masters of survival, guerrilla warfare, and long-distance domination. They fought Romans, Arabs, and anyone else who underestimated sand. They knew the land. The land knew them. Invaders, not so much. The desert wasn't empty, it was armed. The Songhai and Molian warriors, empires with muscle. Let's kill a myth right now. Africa didn't just have tribes, it had empires. The warriors of Mali and Songhai protected cities like Timbuktu, trade routes, and kings richer than entire European nations. These were organized armies, using cavalry, iron weapons, and tactics. You don't protect gold, books, and cities without being dangerous. The sand and forest warriors, silent but deadly. Not all warriors charged, screaming. Some whispered death. The sand people mastered hunting, tracking, and poisoned arrows so effective that enemies didn't even know they were hit, until it was too late. No armor, no noise, just precision. In warfare, silence is sometimes louder than war drums. So, were they really ruthless? Let's talk naked truth. Africa's warrior societies were defensive, strategic, and survival-driven. They fought invasions, protected land, upheld traditions, and enforced law long before outsiders arrived, calling them primitive. Funny thing is, those same outsiders later borrowed African tactics, weapons, and strategies. History loves to insult its teachers. Why this story still matters today. Modern Africa stands on the shoulders of these warriors. Borders, cultures, resistance movements, and pride all trace back to these so-called barbarians. They weren't savage. They were prepared. They didn't fear death. They respected life enough to defend it. Final word from Naked Truth Documentaries. If this episode surprised you, good. That means history is working. If it made you laugh, even better. If it made you rethink Africa's past, mission accomplished now. Like this video like a warrior blessing. Subscribe for more untold history. And share this with someone who still thinks African history started in textbooks. This is Naked Truth Documentaries, where history removes the mask, the armor, and the lies.